Hidden subcontracting in PCB. Sourcing presents a practical but often overlooked supply chain risk. In many cases, the supplier named in the purchase order is not necessarily the facility that physically manufactures the boards. Production may be partially or fully transferred to another factory without full transparency to the buyer. This creates a situation where quality assurance, process control, and material traceability becomes difficult to verify with certainty. The impact of this issue is not always immediate. Boards may pass incoming inspections and function normally during initial production. However, if a latent defect emerges later in the product life cycle, it becomes significantly harder to trace the root cause. When the actual manufacturing, the source is unclear or unverified, this weakens overall reliability analysis and increases long-term risk in the supply chain. Standard procurement practices such as supplier qualification, ISO certification review, cost comparison, and incoming quality inspections remain necessary. However, these measures primarily validate documented capabilities, rather than confirming where the actual production takes place for a given order. As a result, there can be a gap between declared manufacturing capability and actual execution on the shop floor. Addressing this gap requires stronger emphasis on transparency and verification throughout the sourcing process. Subcontracting practices should not be assumed or inferred. They need to be explicitly disclosed and contractually controlled, including any process-level outsourcing. During audits, attention should be placed on the actual production environment, rather than presentation areas, with verification that the supplier is genuinely operating the technologies and products types being purchased. Physical traceability on the finished PCB, such as manufacturer markings, UL identifiers, and date codes, should be checked against the audited facility. In addition, customer-specific tooling, test fixtures, and programs should be confirmed as physically available at the site, since missing assets can indicate external production. Overall, the key issue is not subcontracting itself, but the lack of visibility into when and how it occurs. Improving traceability and enforcing clear verification steps across procurement and audit processes provides a more reliable way to ensure manufacturing integrity and reduce hidden supply chain risks.